Well, hello there, all you amazing people. We are going to talk about virtual memory, and it's not just a Linux thing, and how Linux and Windows does it maybe a little bit more the same than you think, because Linux is not really swapping memory. We'll go into this. I will show you some websites here. This may be aggravating for Linux nerds, but the fact is that swapping, paging, virtual memory is an old thing. It actually started as a kind of like a somewhat idea testing thing in the 50s. And I know this could be a little bit hard to see. Let's see. This one over here. So I recommend, if you want to read with me, go to full screen. Kind of start out in the 50s. So it's not even a Linux thing. I've sadly heard that some people have misconstrued this thing or misunderstood that, well, swap partitions and swapping and paging and all that was like a Linux thing. No, it's like most technologies in this world has been around for decades. It just takes one company, the mouse with Apple, open source with Linux. The term open source and free software is nothing new. It's just the terms open source and free software is new, but the idea, again, stems back to like the olden days of computing. I think the first ever program ever written on a piece of paper could be regarded as public domain. It didn't have a license, or it was, out there. Maybe they didn't even think about it back then, what a license was. But a true virtual memory system was implemented at the University of Manchester. Those fucking Brits, they invent almost everything. To create a one-level storage system as part of the Atlas computers. And the Atlas computers was one of the world's first supercomputers in use for like 62 to 72. That's how far back like virtual memory stems back. And to kind of draw it in here, well, Windows is using a page file, which is technically also what Linux is using. We just call it swapping, a swap file. But technically Linux is paging. We'll go into that in the Linux documentation later on. But here you see Windows is doing it. This is granted taken out from the 32-bit documentation of Windows, this account up to Windows 7 and stuff like that. But Windows 11, Windows 12 will still be using page files. How the kernel handle this is of course difference between Linux and Windows and stuff like that, but the underlying principle and stuff like that is the same. Meaning that the idea is the same, the reasons are the same, it's just the execution may be a little bit different. That's all it is. And to really like draw it in that this is nothing new. Well, macOS also use it. Again, they also call it a page file. I used to call it pegging. If you don't know what pegging is, it's something like that. But yeah, page file. And again, they do it, the principles are kind of the same, the idea kind of the same, the reasons are kind of the same. The execution may be a little bit different. They do a lot of the same stuff, but they also do some small things different. But again, macOS is a virtual memory or using virtual memory. This here is from kernel.org, from understanding swap memory. And this is what I'm going to say here, like it's technically not swapping, because as they said here, strictly speaking, Linux does not swap, as swapping refers to copying an entire process address space to disk and paging. It copies out individual pages. Linux actually implement paging as modern hardware supports it, but traditionally has called it swapping in discussions and documentation. So if you think, and again, I've heard people done this, and this is like a Linux problem. I'm not saying like it's a Linux user problem, it's the Linux development problem, using terms that don't really accurately describe what it is. Because I've heard some people out there say, well, Linux swapping is different from paging and blah blah blah. It's really not. Like I said, the idea and blah 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 are kind of the same. The execution depends on the operating system. So there are some things that they do the same, and then there's something that they fine-tune for their own little operating system needs and whatnot. But technically, when you're making a swap partition, you're not making a swapping partition. When you're making a swap file, you're not making a swapping file. You're making a paging partition, a paging file. And Performance. I've heard a lot of people say that swap partitions are better. Swap files, no. I tried for like 30 minutes to 40 minutes to see if I could find the fucking documentation about the performance of swap files versus swap partition in the Linux kernel. Because I read like fucking many years ago where they actually discuss in a... I can't remember if it was in the documentation or in a mail thread on Linux.org or something like that, but where the Linus Torvalds, and I can't remember the other kernel developer, the big guy, basically went in and said that there is almost no performance hit to use a swap file anymore. As a kernel 2 point whatever, so let's say if you're using kernel 3.1 and up, you will probably not notice any performance difference unless you are massively tasking out your swap partition versus swap file, your file system basically. And the garbage collectors are here. Awesome. And as it says here, this is it's called TechAdmin. They did basically a detailed comparison between swap file and swap partition. They talk a little bit about, the disadvantages of a swap file. Performance. Swap files were, like back in the day, historically slower than swap partition due to the file system overhead and fragmentation. So the swap file's slowness was not because it was a file, it was because of the file system. Modern file systems like ETX4 and BTFS, however, mitigate these concerns, making performance roughly equal to a swap partition. And again, this is what they talked about in that mail thread or documentation. I can't seem to fucking find here in the morning, but I hope you can forgive me and say or believe that other people are saying the same thing as I'm saying right here. But I'll put it this way. If you're a Linux desktop user, if you're just doing the hop thing, the chatterbait thing, the yelling on Twitter thing, having a swap partition versus a swap file, you will not noticing it one bit. If you are a content creator, a coder, render videos once in a while, doing 3D animations once in a while and stuff like that, you will not notice a thing. People that are going to notice a thing is hardcore server use where the file systems are being stressed to the max. A home user is not stressing any file system to the max, even if you regard yourself as a pro fucking user. I sadly see too many people think that I'm an advanced user, so therefore I am using my system 1000%. No, the smartest and most intelligent desktop user of a computer is probably only using 10% of the performance of the operating system, file system, maybe not the CPU and GPU. So what you should take away with this video here is that swapping on Linux is basically, or this is how I will interpret it from what I have read and what I've understood over the years, is it's more or less just paging done Linux, the Linux way. And paging or virtual memory, let's just call it virtual memory, has been around since as an idea or testing thing, the 50s, and implemented into our operating system in the early 60s. It's nothing new. See you all later. Have fun. Bye bye.